go. You ready?
in the city of Mecca.
Dr. Patricia Corona, who reads and writes 15 languages, is considered to be the world authority on Mecca,
Yeah.
was head of department at Oxford University when she wrote a book in 1987 called Meccan Trade and the Rise of Islam.
Yeah.
All she did was use historical criticism looking for any reference to this city called Mecca.
Yeah.
She could not find anything. She went to the 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th, all the way up until the 8th century. All the documents written in Akkadian, written in Nabatean Aramaic, written in Syriac, written in Ethiopic. She went to every document because she could read them. You can't, I can't. No Muslim has ever done this. She could not find one reference to Mecca all the way up until the 8th century AD. Not one. The first reference she could find was from the Continuata Byzantia Arabica, which is from 741. That's the mid-8th century. That's 100 years after Muhammad died.
Yeah.
Finally, she found the first reference to Mecca.
So interesting that you're saying that, because if the Quran is true, and if Muhammad was born in Mecca and grew up there, and that was a trade route, there should be numerous references to that town in various sources.
Yeah, so she decided, okay, maybe it was just so nondescript that maybe people didn't know about it. So then she said, well, let's see what they say about towns that surround Mecca.
Yeah.
So she went to Aden, she went to Sana, she went to Najran, she went to Taif, here's Mecca down here. She went up here to Yathrib, she went to Khaybar, she went to Tabuk, she went all the way up to Gaza. Every one of those towns, indiscriminate, small little towns, nothing more than oases on the western plateau, all of which had water.
Yeah.
She found reference after reference after reference to them. All the way back to the 3rd century BC, she could find references to Mecca.
Right.
I'm sorry, to these towns.
Yes.
Not one reference to Mecca. What does that tell you? You've got a problem here. So
Yeah.
therefore she decided, well, let's go even beyond that. Let's look at the civilizations, the kingdoms that were there. So she went to the Persians. She went to the Assyrians. She went to the Romans. She went to all of these great big empires up here in the north and scoured all their texts. Now she could read all their texts.
Yeah.
She couldn't find one reference to Mecca. So let's get closer to home. So she went to the Nabateans in the north. Nothing. She went to the Nubians, which are over in Africa, on the eastern coast of Africa. Not one reference. She went to the Himyarites, which are in the south.
Yeah.
She went to all these kingdoms that are all around what we do know as Arabia. Not Saudi Arabia. This is called Arabia. But it wasn't even called Arabia. It was called 3 Arabias. You have Petrea Arabia, which means the Arabia of Petra, which is Jordan. She went to Arabia Deserta, which is where Mecca is. It's a desert. And then she went to Arabia Felix, which is the happy Arabia. And she went to all of these kingdoms and looked for one reference to Mecca. Zero, not one. So then she looked at Ptolemy, and she looked at all of the great geographer from the 2nd century AD, and looked at all of his geographical renderings of Arabia. Not one reference to Mecca at all.